Hey folks, Bill here, Whirlybird Video. Got a little bit of a weird angle here, but low-end cameraman again today, so I'm moving the tripod around trying to get some good angles so that you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do today is upgrade my ThunderPower 820 firmware to the latest firmware. I mentioned I had a problem with it down at Joe Naw a couple weeks ago, or actually last week, I'm sorry, and it overcharged the battery. You know, luckily I was around, heard it beeping, came down, unplugged it. It then said that the cell voltages were too high. I then took it to the other charger, the Hobby King charger. Tried to storage charge it, and it kept telling me it was too high. So I actually had to run the battery a little bit and get it back down. Then I was able to storage charge the battery and recharge it on the Hobby King charger, and it seemed fine. So I read about this update, and this update's supposed to fix that problem. So what we're going to do today is step through the process, actually going to the ThunderPower's website and found the download for the software. The link will be down in the description at the bottom. And we'll get a closer look here so you can see what I'm doing. I haven't done it yet, so this will be the first time I'm stepping through it too, so we may stumble a little, but it should be pretty easy. I've read the instructions, which is the top link there. And it looks pretty straightforward to most devices that hook up to a computer. You know, you have to install a USB driver and that sort of thing. So it looks straightforward. But I thought I'd do the video on it, walk through it, and just to put the importance on, if you have a ThunderPower 820, make sure you're running the most current firmware, which they're saying is 4.3.4, and that came out in January of this year on the 14th. So if you've got the ThunderPower 820, a lot of times I don't upgrade stuff. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But in this particular case, it's broke, so we need to fix it. So we're going to get this update on, and then we'll do some charging with it, and hopefully we won't have any more problems with it again. We'll just have to watch really carefully and make sure we don't have any kind of overcharging. So let's get right to it. We'll step into the software. I'll get you zoomed in here where you can see the camera, or the camera can see the screen good enough, and we'll get this done. So hopefully guys you can see that screen a little bit. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to take a video of a LCD monitor or anything, but it's really difficult to try to get in there, especially one that's not anti-glare. So I'm picking up a lot of glare, so please excuse the video quality, but hopefully it's good enough that you guys can pick up what we're doing and figure this out. So I just went to the ThunderPower website, and I'll put that link down in the description. So I need to download the software that actually does the updating. So that's this first link, and I'm just going to save that. It's a pretty small file. And then I'm going to download the driver. So this is the USB driver. I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to download the actual firmware update itself and save that. Now I'm using Firefox, so you guys could use whatever you're used to as your internet browser. But in Firefox it dumps it to my download directory, and I can actually just click that, and I can say show all downloads, and that'll show me the three. These are the three I just downloaded, so I'm going to go ahead and copy those. And then I'm going to paste them over in just a download folder here. I think I'll just go to my desktop. I'll make me a new folder. I'll just call it ThunderPower. Doesn't really matter. We just have to know where it is. I called it Thund. Accidentally hit something that thought it was done, so that's fine. And then I'm going to paste it in here. Apparently I didn't copy it, so I'm going to drag and drop it. So now I got these three files over here. You want to unzip the ThunderPower software here with Windows 7. I should be able to just run it, and it's going to install the utility that actually does the update. It's going to put it in its little location. That's fine with me. I don't really mind where it puts it. So that installs pretty quickly. It's a really small utility. Once that's done, I'm just going to go back here. I got a dialog popped up there right at the last second. It says it's giving me a little error. It says it may not have installed properly, but I think it did, so I'm just going to hit cancel. I think it doesn't really know what it's doing there. The next thing I'm going to unzip here is my drivers. I'm just going to go back one folder. I'm going to copy that folder, go back to my root folder here, and paste that folder in. So if, in effect, I'm unzipping that into the main folder here. This one has the zipper on it, which tells it is zipped, and this is the one that I unzipped. So here's my drivers. So these are the USB drivers that I need to install. And according to the instructions, it said to just plug it up. So you've got a micro USB connector there. So I've already got my USB cable hooked up. This is the same one that I used for my V-bar. So I plugged it up, and it's searching for installing the device. I'm going to go ahead and click down there. And it's looking, and I actually want to skip this and obtain my own driver. And it went ahead and installed it. It mentions in the menu, or in the instructions, it mentions in those instructions not to use that software, so I actually didn't want it to install that. I wanted it to install its own drivers. Okay, so I plugged the USB in. It went ahead and found it. The drivers that I installed apparently are working, seem to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and try it with those drivers. And it says update software mode, unplug USB to exit. It says once that you got the green light to go ahead and press plus and minus at the same time. I did that. You've seen it didn't really do anything, but it's saying ready to update. Please select the update file. For that, I just want to go out back to my root directory where I had everything zipped up here, and here's the actual firmware. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to copy it with Control C. I'm going to go back to my root directory and just paste that out so everything is in my root directory. So there's the file, the TP file. Now I can go back to my Thunderpower software that's running here, select the update file. It's giving my dialog box. I'm just going to go to my desktop, find my Thunder directory, which there it is. Click on the TP file, click install the update. So it's saying it's transferring, and we're going through the process of transferring it over. It's going pretty fast. In the instructions it said this can take up to a minute, but it's going pretty fast. It went ahead, the charger, the beeping you heard there, the charger rebooted itself after the update was complete. Went to the menu, then it's back to the update menu. Our software versions now is 4.3.4. It says to unplug the USB to exit the software mode, so I'm going to unplug that. And it's rebooting. So we're back up to our main menu and ready to charge. So folks, I hope that helps. If you've got your Thunder Power 820 charger and you're not on 4.3.4 yet, go ahead and go through the process and update. You'll see it didn't take very long to do. And hopefully that'll keep us from having any overcharging problems. And if I do have any, I'll be sure to do another update if I have any issues with the charger, just so you guys know the update didn't fix anything. But from what I'm hearing from all the friends that I've got that's got them, this update did fix the issue. So let's hope so. So please rate and subscribe, give me a big thumbs up. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on Whirlybird Video. We've got a bunch of new stuff coming up for summer, and it should be a great year. Hopefully we have a lot of fun out in the RC world, and hopefully see some of you guys out at some of the fly-ins. Thanks again. See ya.